Hi, this is Bhuvana Rajaram again, and I'm happy to present three very fascinating business English idioms that I came across very recently. They are Hobson's Choice, the Gordian Knot, Revenge is a dish best served when cold. So, these are the three idioms that we look at in this segment. The first one is Hobson's choice is you don't have much of a choice at all. That's what it means. Very limited options presented to you. So, and you've got to make your choice or your selection based on one or two maximum. So, how did this come about? What was the origin behind this phrase? There must have been some history. Yes, there is. Thomas Hobson was a carrier of information between London and Cambridge in the early 17th century, and he was using horses to make the commute between the locations. But when he was not using it, he kind of loaned those horses to the university students to use them. And these students preferred one or two specific ones, leaving the rest not exercised at all. So, to avoid this kind of situation, what Mr. Thomas Hobson did was whenever he had to use or loan the horse, he restricted to the one that was right next to the door. So, if you had to go in and make your choice, he didn't give you a wide choice. He said the one right next to the door is what you need to take. So, that is the history behind this phrase, and you could kind of use this in conversations where you've got to mention that there is not much of a choice but a very limited set of options available. So that is what Hobson's choice is all about. The next one that we look at is the Gordian knot. Gordian knot is actually has a very interesting story behind it. There was a peasant called Gordius, and he drove into the city of Phrygia on an ox cart. And apparently, the locals, the villagers believed that apparently there was a prediction from the oracle which said that the person who rides into the village on a cart will be the future king. So they took Gordius, the peasant, as their king, and he became the king. So, but as a result of this, as a token of gratitude, what he did was he tied the cart to the village flagpole and in a maze of knots, right? And the ensuing generations believed that the knot would be whoever would break open this complicated knot would become the future king of the village or the country for that matter. So Alexander Great walked into this situation much later, around I guess the 300. The history informs me that it's around the 300 BC. So he came in, and when he chanced upon this, he when he faced this situation, he was like wondering what to do about it. So, what he did was, instead of, there are several theories, but the most popular theory being that when he understood this, instead of kind of untying this knot, he sliced it with his sword and kind of broke that knot completely and became the future ruler of Phrygia. And so, what it actually means is Gordian knot in a business conversation, or for that matter, any general conversation. Supposing you are presented with a very complicated problem, you presenting a bold solution to the problem is what Gordian knot is all about. So, I hope that made sense, and so go ahead and try using it, and you could probably use it specifically when you're trying to refer to something that is very complicated and you want to suggest a very bold solution to come out of that situation successfully. So that is Gordian knot, and we've touched upon the Hobson's choice. And the third one is Revenge is a dish best served when cold. It's, I guess, all to do with delayed revenge. That's what it means in a very, very small way, in a nutshell. Let's say someone has treated you badly, you're hurt, you don't want to take revenge immediately, but you want to take your time, mull over it, and retaliate or go back to them or hit back at them much later, in a well planned, in a well executed manner. So that is what revenge is, a dish best served when cold. Like, for instance, you could say, he didn't treat me well. He was very angry with me the other day for no reason of mine. But I'm not going to retaliate today. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to bide my time. And because revenge is a dish best served when cold. So these are the three idioms that I wanted to present to you in this video segment. I hope you enjoyed them. And compliments of the season and happy holidays. Bye bye and take care.